Hey guys, Ryan or Halogen here for Squadron Reviews, and I'm joined by
GamerTakes44, also known as Jordan.
Okay, I almost cut you off there again. And today we'll be talking about a few things, and we're going to start off with Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. So, your thoughts on this movie?
Well, when I first heard about this movie, I was thinking it was going to have Christian Bale again. I don't know how that would work. And I heard that it was going to have Ben Affleck. I was a little upset, but what I've seen from this movie looks really cool.
Ben Affleck as Batman? Okay, legitimately, when I first heard of this movie, I had the same reaction my uncle did. I'm not, like, a huge comic book fan of these superheroes. I've only really seen The Dark Knight and a few of the Marvel movies, and I don't want to talk about. But I seriously think, like, when I first heard this, I was like, why would they make Batman versus Superman? Like, that sounds stupid. But then I started to read into it more. I saw the trailers, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I've had, well, you know, on the last trailer, it shows what looks like Doomsday. In a way, it doesn't actually look like the normal Doomsday, which I think, in my opinion, it looks pretty stupid.
Like, trailer 1, I'm like, yeah, you know something, this is pretty cool. It's just kind of interesting. Trailer 2's like, yeah, this is looking like a kick-ass epic movie. And trailer 3, I'm like, okay. Oh my god, they had to ruin it.
Yeah, like, they had to spoil a giant chunk of it by putting in Doomsday. Also, he just looks messed up. He doesn't look nearly like a Doomsday to me. He doesn't even look that cool. Like, I don't know.
I swear to God, I felt like the coolest part about the last trailer, trailer 3, was when Superman rips off the Batman mask and you see Ben Affleck or Bruce Wayne. That was pretty cool.
And one thing I don't like, I don't mind that they're putting in some of the other DC characters, but I don't like how they have, like, so many, like, there's rumors about the Flash.
Aquaman?
Yeah, there's
Aquaman.
There's Wonder Woman in multiple trailers.
What about Kite Man?
Like, I don't get why they need so many people in it. It didn't bother me how, like, there was Wonder Woman and stuff like that. I don't get why they need so many other people though.
Like, DC, I love them mostly because of Batman and Superman. They're great characters, great series. They've got a lot of deep, darker movies. Like, you got awesome movies like The Dark Knight. Some people say Man of Steel's awesome. There's that old Superman movie. I forget which year it came out. That was a good one. But they've had, like, the darker tellings. But at the same time, characters like Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, they're kind of stupid and useless superheroes. But the thing I do like about DC is, like, they feel like the people are more free to do what they want with the characters. The directors are more free to do what they want. While with Marvel, it has to be a setup to a setup to a setup to a setup to a setup. It has to follow the comics. And honestly, I like it how they're rebooting this whole thing, Batman and Superman.
Well, that's one of the things I like about the Dark Knight trilogies, that they didn't use, like, anything for the comics. They made their own story.
It was Christopher Nolan at his best, and it was awesome. That's why those are, like, some of our favorite movies of all time. Like, The Dark Knight's probably my third favorite movie of all time. Would it be?
It's got to be my top 3 at least.
Maybe even your favorite?
Yeah.
And then the other, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises. Usually when I do my top 10 movies, I don't know about you, I never want to include 2 from the same series. Like, that's just me. Like, I never want to ever include 7 from the same series. And the reason it just works that way for me is, like, when something in a series of movies is better than the other, it kind of takes away from the other movie. Yeah. Like, I can't appreciate it as much anymore. It's not as good of a movie because there's just one that's better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I'm a little nervous for this movie. They really kind of screwed up on that last trailer. However, I have a feeling that's going to be like those generic stories where it's like, they're fighting, then they have a common goal. They have to fight, what's his name? Yeah,
Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah, I said. Lex Luthor's probably involved with that. And then all of a sudden they piss each other off and they start fighting again, you know?
Yeah.
How that usually works. Because Zack Snyder said that it's not a spoiler. Like, that wasn't a spoiler. That was only, like, a small part of the movie. But actually thinking about it, I love those trailers that just completely spoil the movie. Like, the Two Towers trailer. Like, the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Oh, there's a Lord of the Rings poster up on the wall. From what I understand, they actually showed Gandalf the White returning, so, like, spoil that whole scene, like, where, like, they're in the woods.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of stupid, but I still thought it wasn't that big of a spoiler, but it was definitely, like, a spoiler, and I don't think trailers really should do that. However, I'm not one of those people who actually cares about spoilers. Like, a lot of people always get mad about spoilers, saying, oh, they ruined the new Star Wars, and I heard that something happened to somebody, although that has already become a meme in the comment sections everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like, what are your thoughts on this person having this thing happen to them, and this person did it, blah, 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 blah. It's like a common thing, but like when I heard it, I'm like, okay, I want to see how that plays out. Like when I hear a spoiler, I want to see how it happens. I want to see when it happens. And I didn't really believe that spoiler, but it was like true. It was funny. My neighbor down the street had a friend who worked at the movie theater, and she really wanted to go see The Force Awakens. And some kid came out and said, "Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why does this person die?" Stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, well,
big spoilers.
That's why I didn't watch for Force Awakens. All I watched was the first trailer. Then I never looked online about anything. I didn't even know who Rey was until I saw the movie.
Then you went on Omegle. Somebody spoiled it for you.
Yes.
You were just goofing off and chatting on there.
I was actually using the video chat.
Yeah,
that's just messed
the
up.
video chat's messed up.
I don't want to talk about that. Because that's still pretty scarring. Back to Batman vs Superman. Dawn of Justice.
Imagine Batman versus Superman on Omegle.
Okay.
Just two guys dressed up as Batman.
Okay.
Superman, it's the time for the dawn of justice.
Okay. So he's
Alright, that was funny.
Okay, how do you feel about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor?
Okay, to be honest, I think he did a good job with the acting.
He seems like he's doing pretty. He doesn't
just
seem
good
like
acting.
He doesn't seem like a Lex
It could
Luthor
make him
to me.
insane, like the Joker. He kind of seems.
Yeah,
but he's
like
so
he's
young. He has the hair.
Apparently, it's supposed to be a wig.
Just imagine him just taking off. It's like he's bald. And it's like rip.
I don't get why he'd have a wig in the first place.
But it's just the weirdest thing thinking about it. Somebody's just sitting around one day. You know, probably drunk. You know something? We need that kid from Superbad. Yeah, we need him. We need him to play Lex Luthor,
which is actually like twice his age.
Yeah, Superbad and what was the other movie he was in? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yeah. Why? What went through their mind? Like I thought Kevin Spacey was like Lex Luthor was great. You can't deny that. Kevin Spacey is a great actor. No. But really, Chris Pratt is Lex Luthor because Chris Pratt has to be everybody. Okay. Chris Pratt is Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Who else could they cast? Jared Leto as Lex Luthor?
I don't know.
Jared Leto. Actually, I think I would actually have preferred Jared Leto as Lex Luthor.
Have you seen the new trailer for the Wonder Woman movie?
No.
Yeah, that's coming out.
Well, that's another topic, I guess. The Wonder Woman movie, because everyone cares so much about Wonder Woman.
And then there's supposed to be the Aquaman movie in 2018.
Aquaman!
I've never liked Aquaman.
It's like, remember the thing I liked about Aquaman, though? It's just this really good game for the GameCube with Aquaman in it. It was a really good video game. Probably my favorite video game ever. It was that, like, Atlantis one. Oh, it was so good. I love that game. Like, it's amazing how, like, GameCube games, like, you have games like Super Smash Bros. Melee, and you have games like, you know, Mario Kart Double Dash, best Mario Kart ever. They're nothing. They're not even close to the best GameCube game. If you played that Aquaman game, you're like, whoa. Oh my gosh. It's like Nintendo, Valve, Ubisoft, every good company, Naughty Dog, all worked together on this. Retro Studios, Rare came back to work on it. It was like, it's the game I've wanted for years. You know, best superhero game ever. If you like the Arkham games, well, too bad, because Aquaman.
Okay.
I just think Aquaman is probably my favorite superhero of all time.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like Aquaman and Hawkeye and I like Wonder Woman. I like Flash Gordon.
Oh my god.
Flash Jordan, am I right?
Oh my god. No. Okay.
All right, but so who would be? No, I'm just thinking though, like legitimately, who would be a better Lex Luthor? I'm just trying to figure out if there's definitely somebody who would be able to. Oh, let's get Harrison Ford to be Lex Luthor.
Okay. I don't. Well, one thing I didn't like about Lex Luthor in the old Superman movies is that he was like the bad guy in like every single one.
Yeah.
I don't really get that. It was like the number, like 2 or something. He was like half the villain in it.
Lex Luthor's kind of a weird villain, actually.
Yeah.
Not sure entirely if he's like, I don't know.
Well, one of the things I didn't like about Superman is that, well, because even though there is a kryptonite to weaken him, he's like, there's nothing that can stop him basically. And then there's one thing I liked about the Man of Steel is that General Zod was another Kryptonian, and it actually made it a bit of a challenge.
Oh, good old Man of Steel, eh?
Yeah.
You like Man of Steel?
I liked it, yeah.
I haven't seen it fully.
Came out in 2012, I think.
It's a little bit of a weird movie.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably want to watch that. I don't know. It's like, it's so conflicted though. Like, some critics say, "Oh, the best thing since The Dark Knight," and then some people are like, "Man of Steel sucks." And I'm not sure what to think. Like, I haven't really seen the movie, and I'm sure it's fine, but I don't know.
One thing I hope they don't mess up with this new Superman is, I hope they don't make the mistake that they did on the old ones where they just, Lex Luthor would just have kryptonite all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, what the heck? How much kryptonite can you find on Earth?
One thing is, like, Batman vs. Superman is technically Man of Steel 2, right?
I guess so.
That's what it's supposed to be. So, like, okay, so we obviously think Batman's gonna win and stuff like that. I don't think Batman will destroy Superman, though.
I don't know.
You know, I bet it'll be a team-up. It'll be a team-up.
Yeah, where, like, they're fighting and then
they'll fight, team up, but
yeah.
Batman will probably, like, make him surrender. Like, I think if, like, they made somebody surrender, and that set up the long line of Justice League movies. Marvel's returning in the form of DC. But, I think that, Batman has to win. Like, he's, like, my favorite. I think he's everyone's favorite superhero by now. Superheroes, some people debate, but, you know, he's freaking awesome. Way better than Iron Man and all that crap. But, I think Batman's definitely, like, the top of the awesomeness.
He's always been my favorite superhero.
In fact, he's always been my favorite superhero. I liked Spider-Man as a kid. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you count them. And then they had the awesome movie last year. It was so good.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Turtles? It was like
2014.
2014, yeah, it was such a good movie. The trailer for the new one, oh my gosh, everything I wanted. Michael Bay explosions, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, hot turtle action.
I don't know if you've noticed it, but the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the ending fight was like the exact same as Amazing Spider-Man's. Like, they were on a big tower in New York. Oh, I love them.
I love Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's a great movie. The second one is so good. You like the second one?
I did like the second one.
But I'm just saying, if this is Man of Steel 2, you could see Superman winning a bit. But considering that little bet we have, who's gonna win? Oh, Batman sucks, okay? Superman's gonna win. Or my dad's like, I want Superman to win. I'm like, why?
I've never been a huge fan of Superman. He's not even in my, like, top 5.
Well, he's probably in my top 5 simply because he's a DC character.
I'm gonna say he's probably in, like, my top 10.
Who's your top 5?
I don't know. Well, there's definitely Batman's number 1. I like Green Arrow. I like The Flash. I don't know.
See, like, it's hard if you count... Who do you count?
I like Spider-Man, too.
Superheroes or comic book superhero characters in general? Because if we're talking, like, characters, like in Marvel and DC, my number 1's the Joker. He is my number 1. The Joker is freaking awesome. I loved him. And Heath Ledger just blew him away.
Yeah.
I like Jack Nicholson Joker a bit, but we'll talk about the next Joker in a bit. And my harsh words about that. But, I really am excited for this movie. I think Batman's gonna win. He always wins.
Yeah.
But this is Man of Steel 2, so...
It technically
there's a chance. But when people come up to me and say, oh, Superman can destroy Batman, like, if you're one of those comic book nerds, you should realize that. But at the same time, like, Batman is my favorite, like, character. I want him to win. I'm cheering for Batman.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would kind of be happy if Superman won, only because it shows that they're stretching away from the comics. Yeah. I don't like it how Marvel is comic heavy. I don't like that. I like when the directors are able to take a new look onto these characters, tell new stories like they did with the Dark Knight trilogy. That was freaking awesome. They just redid the whole lore of that series, and it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that was just great. But I don't know. This will be kind of a tough one. I'm excited to see how this really turns out, this movie. But obviously, I think most people are cheering for Batman.
Well, I am cheering for Batman. I really don't want them to mess this up because like it seems like right now that first it seemed really good. They're kind of messing up a little bit, like the whole Doomsday thing. I thought that was. I think it's cool that they have Doomsday in, and I'm happy that they do have Doomsday in. I wish that he was a normal looking Doomsday, not some messed up version. And I wish they didn't put him in a trailer because that's a huge spoiler.
Like I want them, okay, to do this well. I want them to make a good movie that gets like a 97% of Rotten Tomatoes to show Marvel that DC is back in the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want anything to be better than Dark Knight movies. I don't think it can be, but it's just the Dark Knight movies are not only an example, in my opinion, for comic book and superhero films, but also just for films in general.
Yeah.
There's something that they should be inspired to be like, because they're just everything you like. It's a great adaptation. It was a great retelling of a classic story. That was awesome. But yes, I'm cheering for Batman. You're cheering for Batman.
Yeah.
I think a few people at school are cheering for Batman.
I know one person.
I know two people. Yeah, we got to bet with one person about Superman. We're both in it. I know one person who said, "Oh, this person's British." He's like, I think I can't do a British accent. That Superman will destroy Batman." Yeah, that's a terrible British accent. And then my dad is cheering for Superman for one reason. He does not want Ben Affleck to be Batman. He's like, Superman has to win. I actually like Ben Affleck a little bit as Bruce Wayne. He seems like Batman, but you disagree.
Yeah. Well, I think he looks like he's doing a good job right now.
Yeah, he looks like it, but I'm a little nervous. But he did a good job in recent movies, so you start with this one.
Well, the Suicide Squad is the new trailer. How do you feel about the new Joker?
Oh my gosh, I love the new Joker. I am dying to see the new Joker. He is my favorite Joker of all time. I can know just by looking at him that he's gonna be my favorite Joker. I don't even care about Heath Ledger. Okay, enough of that. I am one of those people. I don't even know if there's a lot of us anymore that does not like Jared Leto as a Joker at all. Like, I didn't even want them to use the Joker for another few years. I don't want them to use the Joker.
I think it is a little too early.
I want them to save him for like the end of the new DC kind of rebooted.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they have to have the Suicide Squad. Why do they have the tattoos? He has a tattoo on his forehead.
I'm not a huge fan of the Harley Quinn. He doesn't really seem like a normal Harley Quinn to me. And Killer Croc just disappointed me. I thought he'd be like for an example, in the Arkham games, like Arkham Asylum, he was freaking humongous, and it was so awesome. And now he's like the height of like an average person.
But I don't really care for Harley Quinn in general, so I actually kind of disagree with Harley Quinn. I think she's gonna be great Harley Quinn. I know you think she isn't, but we gotta see how it pans out. Like I don't like Harley Quinn as a villain. She's one of those as we can say, stupider Batman villains. There's kind of like that group of stupid Batman villains that we knew Christopher Nolan could not have, like the Riddler.
Yeah,
kind of a little iffy. He did Two-Face well.
Yeah,
Two-Face seemed kind of stupid, and Bane because bombs.
Well, there was Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's a Joker.
Like my favorite villain.
But the Joker, just period. The Joker is freaking awesome. I mean, he's one of just the best characters ever. But Harley Quinn's one of the stupider villains. Poison Ivy is definitely a great villain. Should not have been left out in those Dark Knight movies. Everyone loved Poison Ivy and Batman and Robin.
I want to see more of Batman in this movie. We've seen like almost nothing of him. Like in the first trailer, there was like him like hanging onto the back of a car for like 3 seconds.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, the first trailer.
Is Ben Affleck's in that?
Yeah,
as Batman.
It showed him on the hanging onto a car for maybe like 2.5 seconds.
So what's chronologically first?
I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know. I saw it on the trailer for the Suicide Squad. They were talking about something about Superman. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends what movie comes out first.
No, this comes out second. But what I'm doing right now is I don't like hyping myself up for these movies. Like,
Jeez, it sucks.
Yeah, like Force Awakens. It wasn't until the last week when I actually got excited, like, at all. And I was really excited. I wasn't disappointed at all. It's one of the few times, actually, and everyone talks about how disappointed they are. I wasn't disappointed one bit. I came out thoroughly pleased. I was like, so good. But this and Well, Batman vs Superman. When I saw the trailer in theaters, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's trailer 2, which is like one of the best movie trailers in my opinion in history."
Yeah.
Trailer 2 is fantastic. They even did a good job with Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor. I was like,
yeah,
he didn't look the role, but he kind of acted as an interesting villain. He seemed interesting. In the new trailer, I'm like,
I think Deadshot looks pretty cool in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Deadshot fan, but I always thought that he was pretty cool. And I don't even know, like, half of these villains on here.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of Batman villains and just stuff about Batman, but I do not know, like, half these people.
I wonder if I actually thinking about, like, the new Batman series. Let's, think quickly. Who will be, brought into this, Batman, series?
I don't know.
Will we get the Penguin?
I haven't seen him since, like, what, the 80s or something?
I like that Penguin movie. What was it?
Batman Returns.
Yeah. That was kind of a cool movie.
Yeah. I found it a little weird. One thing I didn't like about that movie is when Catwoman was created by... She fell off like a giant building, hit the ground, and then a ton of cats randomly came up and started biting her, and then she became Catwoman. I don't understand that at all. And I do remember, it's been a long time since I've seen that. That was back to when I thought that Batman was Batman because a bat somehow got inside his brain. And he became Batman. Like,
a bat just got inside his brain.
I don't know. I was young at that time. But
that's how you thought.
That's what I thought he was created. Like, you know, on like the old Batman movies, it would show like he was inside whatever it was, the area that like the well or whatever he fell through, and there's a bat coming towards him. I always thought that it just somehow went inside his brain.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the stupidest story ever. When I was younger, I was never allowed to see Star Wars Episode 3. Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So, because of that, I had a theory of what happened. I only ever saw the beginning. Like, I only ever saw, like, him with, like...
When they're trying to stop Count Dooku and all?
Yeah, I've only seen, like, that. I only saw that part. I never saw, like, the second half. So I had to come up with a, theory in my mind. And I thought Darth Vader, for some reason, when I was younger, kind of looked like Batman. So, my theory was, okay, this is like the stupidest thing. I don't think I've ever told you this.
Because they both have a black suit and a cape?
I don't know, I thought the mask looked similar. I was like 4 or 3. I thought to myself, okay, imagine this. Darth Vader. Okay, so Anakin, it's his birthday party.
Oh,
and then he got for a present a Batman mask, and he put it on, and that was like the Darth Vader helmet. And he got burned on fire by the birthday cake candles, and that was... And Obi-Wan accidentally set him on fire, and that was how he turned to the dark side.
That would be worse than the Phantom Menace.
Well, actually, to be fair, that's actually a better transformation than what they gave us in Revenge of the Sith. You know, that was a better transformation than what they gave us.
I don't care.
I don't care what. I don't care what you say. That was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, well, back to the Suicide Squad.
It's turning out to be our funniest podcast yet. I just tell you.
Oh my
god. Suicide Squad. Like, I'm legitimately not excited for this movie. I don't actually. I was first told by a friend who doesn't give a crap about DC. Actually, she's a huge Marvel fan. Which,
oh god.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. I'm sorry for those of you Marvel fans. I respect your opinions. We're DC though. When I first heard of this, I'm like, that's a cool idea, all the Batman villains. Oh yeah, we got Harley Quinn, you know, my favorite Batman villain of all time. I just loved her in my Batman sticker book and all that. But I had a Batman sticker book when I was younger, and I never even saw any of the Batman cartoons or movies. Why'd I have that? But,
I think, okay, I'm just wondering how this can turn out. I want them to... I know it is the Suicide Squad. I want to see more of Batman, though. I liked how, in the trailer, though, I liked how it showed actually Jason Todd's suit.
Yeah, that was like...
Showed all ha-ha-ha and everything.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They had that in the Batman vs. Superman.
Because, like, out of all these movies and everything, they've never had anything to do with Jason Todd, like, actual movies.
Yeah, Jason Todd is...
Like, they kind of messed up. I didn't like what they did with Robin in The Dark Knight Rises. Like, his real name being Robin.
That was so stupid.
And then, like, in the, and then in, like, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, there was just Dick Grayson.
Actually, I know Batman and Robin was probably my favorite Batman movie, no joke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I legitimately loved it. I loved it more than The Dark Knight.
George Clooney was way better than Christian Bale. By far.
It's not even a comparison.
Yeah.
So for me, it goes for Batman's George Clooney #1. Definitely Adam West #2. I love Ben Affleck. I love Val Kilmer. Who was the one in the Tim Burton ones?
All we know is that Christian Bale was the worst by far.
Yeah, who was the one in the Tim Burton films again? Who was he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Michael
If you know,
Keaton.
just Michael Keaton.
I don't know.
Is it? I'm not sure.
I don't know. All we know is that George Clooney was by far the best Batman.
Okay, so the question is: Suicide Squad or Batman versus Superman? What do you want?
Batman versus Superman. I think this movie.
Yeah, not even close.
It seems like it's gonna be good. I want to see more of Batman. I want to see more of the whole Jason Todd thing because I think that would be really cool, and that can actually show more about
tiring.
Joker.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a prediction. The Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't know about Metacritic. I don't use Metacritic like you. The Rotten Tomatoes score for me, it'll be in the 70s. That's what I think for this movie right here. What are you gonna predict?
Yeah,
I feel like Metacritic's really strict.
I think this movie's gonna be like
Metacritic,
good, but not great.
What would you give it on Metacritic? What do you think the Metacritic score will be? The Meta score will be?
Probably 70s.
Yeah, Batman vs Superman. Well, I was really thinking from the first two trailers that it could be like one of the best films of the year,
and then
but then it was just stupid at the end. Like,
so
it's not even like disappointing. Isn't it? That's not like, I'm not saying that's not where I want the story to go, but just the way that it went kind of makes it like go for to become like a bad movie. Like,
I think that's probably gonna be like 80s or something.
Like no, but like I like legitimately didn't think that they were that like ruined it from like a story perspective. For me, it just seemed like it kind of ruined the film. It was kind of stupid. But let's talk about stupid. Captain America: Civil War. All right, so I guess the question is, Captain America: Civil War or Batman vs Superman? I'm gonna go with Captain America: Civil War.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No. So I don't know if it's really any secret that I'm not really a Marvel fan. I never was. I was never really a big superhero fan. But I guess we'll talk about this because people will ask. So from an unbiased perspective, like just trying to. Because like, I don't think Marvel's bad, they just have... It's more the fact that people ignore the flaws that Marvel has. It's like, there's so little people who realize, like, so many Marvel movies, they're making so many Marvel movies a year, and they're so similar. Like, if you just analyze the character types, you don't have to go into the specifics, they use a lot of similar characters. Like, there's always that smart-ass character. Like, there's tons of them in Marvel movies. Like, tons. Guardians of the Galaxy has like 2 of them. Okay, and then you've got Iron Man's a bit of one, Hawkeye's a bit of one, Spider-Man's definitely one, Deadpool is appearing to be one. You've got tons of those characters, and you've got a lot of other character types too. I just can't think of them off the top of my head, but I've heard a lot of comparisons online. But looking at this, I think this will be one of the better Marvel movies.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of a cool concept. The story kind of
it doesn't seem like it's like enough Avenger-y, I don't know, to be an Avenger movie.
Yeah. But
at the same time, it doesn't really seem like it could be just Captain America if it has all the Avengers. Like, I get it is basically mostly about Captain America and trying to save his friend, Bucky. But, it doesn't, I don't get, like, if it has all of these Avengers, it doesn't seem like it could really be just a Captain America movie. And I don't know exactly how they're going to go with this. Like, it seems like I've seen through the trailers, it looks like it's pretty cool. I know Spider-Man's supposed to be in it. It'll be like his first appearance with the new Spider-Man.
See, that's the problem with Marvel. Okay, one of the problems. Not the problem. The problem is the characters for me. I feel like, and I know a lot of people get mad at me for like criticizing Marvel over DC. Like, it's like those biased, like IGN criticizing Nintendo. I just don't feel Marvel's criticized enough, per se. I just feel like if it was the other way around, I'd probably criticize DC, even though I've always preferred them. But I feel like Marvel's always trying to, and their fans too, is always trying to set up for more characters rather than tell a great story.
Yeah. I'm wondering how this is gonna go. I don't know why they keep adding so many new people. I like how they're adding Spider-Man in the movie. They also are adding like Black Panther, and they added like 5 new people in Avengers 2. One of them died. So I don't get that. You know, if they're adding so many people, they should at least kill off someone like Hawkeye. But I don't know. I don't get why they need to add so many people, especially right away.
So will this work like the movies or the comics? I mean, or no?
I don't know.
Do you think he'll die at the end? I don't.
Well, because there was supposed to be, Captain America is supposed to die, like in the comics, and it seems like they're basing like everything off the comics. But I don't know. I don't know if they'd kill off like a huge Avenger in a movie that's not even an Avengers movie. But I don't know. It seems like I don't know. I think this movie has potential. I don't know how it's exactly going to work out. I also don't know if they're working so hard against each other, like they're split in half. I wonder how they're supposed to work together in like Infinity Wars. I wonder how they're going to like patch it all up and everything. Especially if Captain America does die.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens with that. Moving on to some gaming stuff. We've got Paper Mario Wii U leak thing. Okay, so from what I understand, you love the game Sticker Star, so give me...
Oh yeah, that was my favorite game ever made.
Yeah, I know. We haven't been really sarcastic today, have we?
No, not
in today's podcast.
No. I think it's actually the first time we've even laughed in a podcast, too.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm super excited for this. Like, was just dying. If they make a Paper Mario that is similar to the original and the 1,000-Year Door, like, I will legitimately just almost, oh my gosh.
It's not another Sticker Star.
Like, I will have, like, you know those fanboy freakouts and those dumb reaction videos? Oh my gosh!
Okay.
I'm making Smash Bros.
Okay.
But I might legitimately do one of those things, you know? Like, this game, like, there's, like, two things that I wanted. A Paper Mario for Wii U that was legitimately in the same style as Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. That was the one thing. And Super Mario Galaxy 3 were, like, the two Mario games that I wanted. And then I also wanted... And the other thing that I wanted that wasn't announced as well, an Animal Crossing for the Wii U that had, like, the best online. Like, we made a video on the old channel, and I had, like, the coolest idea that you could do, like, public works projects between towns, where, like, you could build bridges that connect your town to other towns, so you could just walk across if you had Wi-Fi on. And that was, like, the coolest idea I had.
Who needs that when you got Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival?
Yeah, that's true. But then I also had like the idea you could be like a shop owner and you collect things and animals would come in and buy them.
Yeah,
that was a cool idea. And then you could also be just a regular citizen. You know, there's like all the choices I had for ideas for what you could do in the game. And then like as a regular citizen, what you could do is you could move to other towns as well.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Like that was like the coolest idea. But that's getting off topic. Those were like the three games that I wanted, and I just think this could happen.
I don't know much about Paper Mario. I know that, there's a whole Paper Jam game. And
which has been so far alright. I'm hoping to get a review out over the week. I've also got FNAF World. That's two RPGs that came out that I have to review over the next week.
I own Sticker Star, but I disliked it so much that I ended up selling it with like the month I got it.
Why did you even buy it?
Well, I got it as like a Christmas present from some family member. So I don't remember what it was. But I had it, and I just didn't like it. I don't know much about it, though. I know you know a lot about these.
Okay, so basically, just a little update. So, Paper Mario came out for the N64. It was supposed to be the sequel for Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. It's supposed to be the papery sequel. So, it was like an RPG with like a kind of deepish story. It just had Bowser, but it was a little bit more of a story. You had your partner characters that would help you out. Awesome boss fights, stuff like that. Awesome game. And then you had the 1,000-Year Door, which is often considered one of the best games in the whole Mario franchise. It was an awesome RPG. Great story. Probably one of the best. Probably maybe even the best story of any Mario game. Actually, no, the next one was. But it was a great game. And then they changed it up with Super Paper Mario. Instead of being an RPG, it was like almost strictly a platformer with some RPG elements. And it kind of sucked. Like, I sold it. And then they made Sticker Abomination, which was like the stupidest thing. Like, I don't even know what they were trying to do with that game. It was awful. Awful game. It's not even a Paper Mario game. Like, I don't even know why. We like to hate on IGN and all, okay? But when they give Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, okay? Which, while I'm not the biggest fan of that game at all, I don't really like that game too. Like, I like it a lot, but I've got my gripes with it. they give it a 5.9 and say, oh, it doesn't have that great of a story. But what do they give Paper Mario Single Star? Like an 8 point something? Are you kidding me? Like, oh my god.
Did they really?
Yeah, like, what? IGN is so harsh on Nintendo. Like, Nintendo needs to get their game together. Can they give, like, Nintendo games, like, 9.8 out of 10? But, I don't want to, like, criticize, like, well, I do want to criticize other, big channels, because I think if you're putting stuff on YouTube, you should have the right to be criticized, and there's channels, I'm not going to mention any names, but of all kinds of sizes who just delete every criticism they get. Like, we here won't delete any criticisms, even if they're harsh, as long as they're, like, not spam, like, if they're not saying the same thing over and over again, or if they're not, like, the same comments sent out to different channels, like, as long as you have criticism, and you gotta be relatively constructive about it, like, don't you agree?
Yeah, well, I've never been an IGN fan. I've never actually watched much of their videos. The only thing I've ever liked is that I like their the people Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty, although they're with their own channel now. But I've never actually been an IGN. I don't know much about them. I think that is pretty stupid that they say that Nintendo needs to get their stuff together when they give them all really high ratings.
Yeah.
And what was it? They gave Sticker Star an 8 point.
Yeah, they gave it like an 8 point something.
All I've ever heard is about that game is that it's terrible.
I hate Sticker Star. I hate Sticker Star so much. I hate it more. Oh, I like Hotel Mario. It was funny. Okay, Hotel Mario or the Wand of Gamelon. The Wand of Gamelon.
Oh, I think it would be pretty cool to have one of these on the Wii U though.
Yeah.
Although at the same time, the NX is pretty close. It's supposed to be 2016.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't really seem like it's 2016 right now, since they haven't shown anything about it. We don't even know what it actually looks like.
Might be 2017. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be 2017. I think they're gonna be showing actual information about it.
I want it to come out in fall 2017. I feel like they need to push out big titles for the Wii U.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little upset. Like, I was thinking the Wii U's starting to get going, and then the NX is the big topic now.
Okay.
What do I do? Do I get a PS4 now? Or wait for PS5? Or do I get an X? Do I get, like, what?
I don't think PS5 is going to be coming out for a while, because I'm pretty sure PS3 was out for about 7 or 8 years before the PS4 was out.
So.
But the Wii U came out in 2012, was it?
Yeah.
And then it's coming out in 2016, that's 4 years later. I guess, and, well, they waited 6 years before bringing out the Wii U after the Wii.
Yeah.
I think it should be around the same for NX. I would like it to be around 2017, because I didn't even get a Wii U till late 2014.
Yeah.
So I
got mine in late 2013, sort of mid-late 2013.
Yeah, so I haven't even had mine. I've had mine for just under a year and a half. I would like to have like a little bit of more time with it before a whole new thing comes out and they just ditch it completely. Although it does. So I don't know if they would put this new Paper Mario game on the Wii U and NX.
I think it's gonna... No, what they said was it's a Wii U game. So
oh, okay.
I want them to do this. I want them to make it like the original. I want them to have the partner battle system. I want to have a nice story. I want to have like the layout of the original games. I don't want it to be Super Paper Mario, but Super Paper Mario had a deep story to it. I'm not going to say a good story, because it kind of felt really out of place in the Mario universe. Like, it was kind of weird, like what the dimensional traveling and the end of the universe and Count Black and Forbidden Romance. Mario games, everybody. You know, we go from Princess Peach has been kidnapped. Oh my god, I'm a toad.
Okay.
Toad impression.
Okay.
My toad impression's terrible. But
God, that was bad.
This has been the weirdest podcast in the history of podcasts.
And it's only the 4th one.
Yeah. Oh boy, we got a lot coming on.
Yeah.
Trust me, this is like.
So far, we've been getting out about one a week.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. Well, it's been only like one in like the last 2 days now.
Yeah.
A few days.
The last one we didn't have the best audio for me.
Yeah.
It was over Skype.
And we'll have to do that again. What I'm thinking of doing actually. This is just getting to nearing the end. We've got a little bit of a thing for you. But I'm thinking of moving to a room with better Wi-Fi to record podcasts over Skype. Because I was recording it in this room, my room, and we have the worst Wi-Fi in my room. And I'm gonna try to find a place. I always go into my room because it's quiet in here. I don't get many interruptions. We've got like TV out there and stuff like that. But we want to record somewhere else so I can get it through Skype, at least for that for now. Because I want to get the better internet. Now obviously we have this question mark block up because I guess this is our way of saying submit us your questions for what we can do. We've been asking for this for a while and we haven't really gotten a lot of suggestions, so we've had to kind of look at what's been trending, I guess, on the internet in terms of gaming.
We spent like 20 minutes. We spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out what the final topic of
this would be.
And
we never even did a final topic. We
wanted 4 things and only came up with 3.
Yeah, we had Civil War, I guess.
I guess this has been our longest podcast, though.
Yeah, we got
not by too much, but it has been longest.
Yeah, so we just want your suggestions, but we do want a balance, okay? We want to have a lot of gaming stuff. Our channel, the old Review Squadron, was made off gaming, but we also want to keep up with the movie stuff. We want to, and we can have some other topics too, like YouTube stuff like that. We just want your ideas. Star Wars is pretty popular. Obviously, we don't want to do too much Star Wars. We do it a lot, and I love Star Wars. I want to do a lot of Star Wars over the next while, but I don't want to do too much because obviously I'm planning on reviewing like every Star Wars movie along with every we've already pretty much done every Dark Knight movie. We've got to record the last one tomorrow. And then eventually every Lord of the Rings movie, maybe every Hobbit movie. But we're coming up with ideas tonight actually, while we're watching a certain movie that we're gonna be coming up with lists of ideas for videos, and we want to have it stretch out movies, games, YouTube, everything. We want to have stuff that will appeal to all crowds. So we've got you. Big Sony, PlayStation gamer, a bit of Nintendo gaming.
Yeah.
I'm a big Nintendo gamer. I've also recently gotten into a lot of PC gaming, indie gaming.
PS4 and Vita.
Yeah, you got PS4, Vita. I've got Wii U, 3DS, PC.
Well, I do have a 3DS. And
yeah,
Wii U.
yeah, but I also want to draw in other crowds through like YouTube communities, specific games, movies. A lot of our crowd is movie reviews, maybe TV show reviews. I'm a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. So
also, okay, say in the comments which one you like more, the PS Vita or the 3DS, because we've been arguing.
You want to do that as our next topic
for the next podcast, maybe.
All right. Well, okay, we're gonna have that as one of our topics. Maybe not the next one, but we're gonna do that eventually.
Yeah.
And we want to know what you like more. Now, obviously, I know a few of you are Sony fans. I'm the Nintendo nerd, I guess.
I'm the Sony person.
I like 3DS more though. I don't know what. Okay, I don't care about what is better. I just want to know what is better games, okay? What has better games? Name some really great games for the PS Vita.
Well, there's the Assassin's Creed Liberation. They also made an HD version for that, for like PS3 and stuff. That was a pretty strong one. There's Uncharted Golden Abyss. There's Gravity Rush. There's Freedom Wars. There's a couple good ones. There's quite a few good ones, actually.
Is that better, though?
Little Big Planet Vita is known to be a really good Little Big Planet. So a lot of people say that it's the best Little Big Planet.
Is there really anything that good for 3DS?
There's like...
What is there?
There's big titles. Like, there's Mario Kart 7, I know. Like, your favorite Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah. Like, I didn't care for Mario Kart 7 that much.
There's the Pokemon games.
Yeah, I like those. My favorite is probably Dream Team. Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's my game for 3DS. That's my favorite game for 3DS. And I love Dream Team. That's my second favorite game.
There's PlayStation All-Stars for PS Vita.
I swear to God, if you mention that game one more time, I will smack you. No! No!
It's actually a quite fun game. It's an easy platinum. Do you even know what platinums are?
Platinums. What's a platinum?
A platinum trophy.
Oh.
Trophy levels.
Oh, yeah, you and your trophies, eh?
Yeah.
Kid?
I've only got 2 platinum trophies.
Achievement Hunter?
I'm not achievements. That's all Xbox stuff.
Achievements? Xbox? Do you love Xbox?
No, I'm pretty sure achievements did actually come first. But I don't care. I still like trophies more.
Shrek is trophies.
And the Vita more than the 3DS. And the PS4
Alright, we're done with this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and bearing with us. That was probably the funniest, weirdest, strangest, most messed up, most intense podcast you've ever seen. I'd be surprised if you sat through the whole thing, but
the whole like 45 minutes.
It was like this is kind of, I can compare this to our Game of the Year 2014 discussion.
Oh yeah, that was
on the Review Squadron. Remember when? Oh,
well, we had to cut out that one part.
Yeah, what
not
else
gonna bring up.
All right, see you guys next time. Bye.